Welcome to These Are the Blades of Our Lives, the skating show where I talk to you about skating like it is drama for your mama. On today's episode, my prediction for Skate America, starting with the men's. I'm so happy that finally the Grand Prix Finals is about to start and we are going to get into the heart of the season. So I wanted to try my hand at some predictions to see how well I would do. So starting with the men's in Skate America, I feel like bearing a disaster, obviously the gold medal is going to go to Nathan Chen. Even though we haven't seen Nathan yet this season, I think for this event, all he has to do is literally remain on his feet, and it's a win for him. He is returning to his Nemesis short program, which was a disaster for him at the Olympic. So hopefully this time he can overcome this Nemesis. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. In second place, I have Shun Sato. Out of the new generation coming up, I think Shun has some of the best jumps and ice coverage out there. From the Asian Open, I can see how much he's grown, and more importantly, I can see how much more potential he has to grow. Shun has youth on his side and nothing to lose this Olympic cycle. So I really think he's going to make a full go for it this time around. And I'm really looking forward to seeing both of his programs in better video quality this time around. I'm placing my beloved Shoma Uno in third. I only see Shoma with a bronze medal right now. He looked rough at the Japan Open. The jumps were all over the place, and right now I don't see a coherent plan for him for this season. Although I have him in third place for this one competition, that does not mean that's where he will remain for the entire season. I think Shoma will somehow manage to get it together. The pewter for me is Vincent Zhou. It's very likely Vincent will end up on the podium given that this is a at-home event. However, I still think if the Japanese men deliver, the international judges will go with them. They have the better skating skills, they have the better ice coverage, their jumps are fully rotated. So I think Vincent will medal only if the Japanese men fail to deliver. But so far, Vincent has been making a really good case for himself this season. You know, he had 2 outings and both outings were very successful. So we'll have to wait and see. But for right now, I have him as my pewter. Rounding out my top 5 is Kevin Amos, one of my favorite skaters to watch. Unfortunately, I could not find a video of him at the French Masters. However, I think if Amos can continue with the momentum that he had from last season, he definitely can have a great season. I so want to see him on the podium at least for 1 or 2 competition this season. But I guess that's all gonna have to depend on how he performs. But I love watching Kevin Amos. And number 6, I'm putting my baby Arthur Danilian in 6th place. It hurts my heart to do so. However, the jumps were just not there at the Russian free skates. Also, he's coming back from injury, so he's gonna take time to get his technical form back. I think next season might be better for him. I think this season is just for him to get back into the feel of competition. However, he is such an exquisite skater that I'm still looking forward to seeing him. In 7, I have Daniel Gracio. With at least 3 quads, he actually may end up on the podium if some of the other guys fail to deliver. However, since the start of the season, his quads have not been consistent. And in a field where we have skaters that have both the technical power and the component, if Daniel fails to deliver those quads, I think the judges are not going to be too helpful to him. So I'm going to put him in 7th place for now. And 8th is Michael Brezina. He had such a great start to his season at the U.S. Classic, winning the U.S. Classic. I'm just putting him here because I love to see some of the old timers still in skating, still going strong, still being top of their field. So I really, really hope that, the start of the season mirrors the end of the season for him, that he continues, and has another Olympic moment. He's one of my all-time favorite. So that is my top 8 for Skate America for the men. A lot of these skaters, I feel we haven't really seen them perform. So I'm just taking a wild guess, with the exception of Nathan, as who I think will be on the podium and how the top 8 will look. What about you? Who do you think will be on the podium for Skate America for the men? Let me know in the comments below.